underway. LeBlanc and Cassio, we see it often. Will it just be a farm lane, and a farm lane that can go? Certainly Araya. If you checked in at MSI.
This is the game for him to prove every single hater wrong, because he needs to be so active in the early game.
5 members on your team that make a delicious Cho'Gath burger, and he is going to just go to town with those feats.
You can build a Cinderhulk and a Warmog. He's got no frontline EDG. Sorry to say, Rek'Sai can only do so much.
He needs to be active early on. He needs to be successful. He wants to first gang.
Let's see if they can find it. Flashing to the knockup. One to Faker. He's going to be taken low. Scout still looking to find the damage. One more auto attack might be able to do it. First blood for EDG!
What a start! Scout in the mid lane with Clearlove getting a kill on to Faker.
Your Ardent sensors both up and running now for these supports. As mid lane, they call down the equalizer onto Faker. The burst is there. Who cares about the shockwave? Another kill onto SKT's mid laner. Scout going to be taken low, but not down just yet. The calling comes out. Peanut is forced back as Huni has to run away as well. Into the back line goes Clearlove. Peanut is down. Huni now barely going to be kept alive. Feathers fly. Scout goes out to three.
They're getting so far ahead now around this mid lane. Vega went down early. Huni was not in range to feast the Lucian.
9 tried this and failed. EDG is doing it with spectacular results, but now they've got to be worried about their own top laner as the reinforcements arrive. Faker keeping himself alive with that shockwave. Mouth's going to be taken very low, but Huni is rooted up, locked down, and pushes a one-way ticket back to the spawn platform.
Got, of course, the ulti from Bang. Scout is getting caught out.
Scout in some trouble here. Might have a difficult time getting himself away. Has to try to escape the Cataclysm. Some fancy feet to get out of that one. Make sure he dashes over the wall. Now Peanut, the one in trouble, can't quite flash over. Nearly getting himself killed. Equalizer comes down and takes him out. Mouse grabbing the kill.
And they're just trying to make engage where they don't have the damage. It's not a warrior jar, but it's much squishier, and there could be more.
Now not afraid. They try to go back in. Clearlove looking to grab the ulti, but it's Boy who's got the damage. Faker drops again, and Clearlove takes him down.
They keep finding team fights, and they keep taking out SKT's 8-0 in kills.
But it's even more than that, Deficia. They're being gifted team fights. They're being seen SKT.
And now the Baron is being started with the Ardent Sensor on the Janna, with the full team attack speed. That's the objective they need. Still looking to break this base open, not bothering with a 1-4 split. They've got 5 men strong. They've dropped down the equalizer. They drop Faker's health. They're about to take him down as soon as that Zonian fades away. Boy grabs the kill. Mako taken incredibly low. The poison's still ticking, but it's not going to do enough. And inhibitor number 1 falls 24 minutes in.
Got the first Baron. That was huge for them to actually get a bigger goal lead. They're saving the Drake for now. They got 2 already. Bang is hiding. He's coming.
Bang looking to come in. Here comes your initiation. They're right through.
Oh my God.
Faker's shockwave will find them all. And SKT, with a hell of a response, will take down 4.
They did it! They fought back from a 9,000 gold deficit and won a team fight against all expectations. Rumble could not get the perfect equalizer because in half a second, everyone's health bar exploded.
You can never count them
Now
out.
consider EDG have no vision on the red side. Where is Twitch is what they should be asking. When they see Ori, they can probably guess. But this Wombo's out of this world.
It all starts with that engage from Wolf on the Rakan. And he picked up fairly late in the summer split, but had some very impactful performances on in the playoffs, using it here to start the fight, set up the shockwave from Faker, and of course, easy damage for Bang as well. And that's now a Baron to SKT.
From 11,000 gold to 4,000 gold, SKT bounces back.
SKT are now hitting the late game, meaning they have the stronger comp. It's fantastic for them. They're hiding in this little brush here.
Seeing if they can find the pick on the Huni, who pops the Righteous Glory, but there's no way out of that. Bang shows his face, but not really an equalizer. Equalizer comes down. Both redemptions going to be overlaid like a Venn diagram. Not a lot coming out from either one of those. Peanut now going to be the target. SKT may be in a tough spot. Scout looking for more. Has to be very respectful of what Faker can do.
And Rumble, Cho'Gath laughs in the face of Rumble. At this point in the game, he's going to take a free outer charge. The biggest factor, Clearlove wants to make a play on the floor.
Clearlove goes in, looks to find the flash into the knockup, but now it's going to be Scout who's in some danger. There comes your finish down. And back down. They got 2. They get the support as well. They've got the double kill for iBoy. Hooney's on the run. EDG looking to finish him off. The Righteous Glory pops. Hooney's going to get himself away, but the Joe is slow, and Scout's looking to run him down.
He's Still chasing. Hooney's just trying to buy time here. He wants people to respawn. Hooney's gonna die very soon.
Hooney will go down. The flash from Mako to
bringing the minions.
EDG marching up the mid lane. They've got 25 seconds on Bang.
They feel like they can finish it here.
Faker needs to try and kill the minions. Shockwave is ready. Just a few more seconds. Got the ball there.
Wolf and Bang are up. EDG decides to not go for this. Video about the status of the Mountain Drakes and how those are not the most useful, but they will provide Elder Dragon stacks. Scout gonna be caught out. They get both the AD carry. Scout jumping himself away, but Wolf is down. EDG's found one. Clearlove gonna be going into ulti mode to keep himself safe.
Bang!
But Bang goes bang, bang, bang. Rat-a-tat-tat finds himself two. Now they're looking to finish off the red.
Going.
Scout drops. iBoy stands alone.
Man, iBoy, if you had more of a front line, you can see the blinking health members. Bang chose his moment. Twice, Scout is caught on Lucian, game ends. He's caught here, he gets equalized, but remember, he gets Shockwave, but doesn't matter. Equalizer comes in, but Bang is not there yet. He's not using his ult yet. He pops his ult and silence into 3 shots, and goodbye. 80% HP for 3 members.
Very well done by the SKT AD carry. And now with Scout only just respawning, SKT goes to the Baron pit. They look to claim the objective. EDG has no way to contest. This is a double super buff SKT team.
And once again, you have one of these games. iBoy's had some good moves where he actually caught out Bang with his own blade call-up, and he needs to play very aggressive in the fight and exposing himself to a Shockwave or maybe to Bang's damage with that ulti from the Twitch.
Scout getting himself away from Faker. Culling comes down. Equalizer also going to be used. Redemption now to continue the fight, but it's Clearlove who drops first. SKT continue the charge. Clearlove taken down means there is no front line for EDG. SKT continues the push. The Featherstorm comes out but won't be finding anything. And SKT will look to end the game here. Scout barely getting himself away. Now going to be jumping around. Now going to be brought down. Faker grabs the kill in the mouth. Bang with the killing spree on the Scout.
Watch iBoy.
And no matter how bad things looked, SKT still looks to finish here. iBoy alive. You've got to be mindful of the Xayah. Mako there to give him the Ardent Sensor, look to keep him alive. iBoy knocked up, now gonna be juggled, now taken down. SKT, legends for a reason, find their win.
SKT are the best team to ever play League of Legends, and that man has been there for all of it. I couldn't see a way back. The stats couldn't see a way back, but one team fight initiated by Wolf, just like his famous Zyra flash in.
Played that early game, aiming for that Lucian in the mid lane with Clearlove on his Rek'Sai, camping Faker, shutting him down. Scout was so far ahead. They get Barons, they get everything they needed. At some point in this game, it was 8-0 in kills to EDG.
And that's the thing. It's what you said, Papa Smithy. There weren't these giant gaping errors. There weren't these huge flaws.
Acer, Predator,
so
replay.
good.
They're coming off Dragon, but here's SKT. They're thinking that EDG's defending Baron, but Rakan goes in. A 3-man knockup with a 4-man Shockwave and Twitch hitting everybody. It could not get more picture perfect than that.
That's the thing, SKT, they needed a miracle, and they found one from every single member of the team working together. Just the combo. Wolf being able to go in first. You watch the Shockwave even on him. They all communicated that, and they executed to perfection.
We were talking that SKT, even though they drafted themselves in this hole with the Orianna into Lucian, a counter matchup with a weaker early jungler, they only needed one play. One Shockwave, one Twitch ultimate was all it was going to take to win the game.
Yeah, and even the damage dealt to champions never equalized because SKT was getting so blasted for so much.